We've got a capacity crowd here at the United Center. We've got the Atlanta Hawks taking on the defending NBA champions, the Chicago Bulls. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Taking a look at Chicago, and to win this one would allow them to lock up the Central Division title.
And you'd expect nothing less from the defending champs. They've taken every team's best shot, withstood the scrutiny, and approached the playoffs here with the utmost confidence.
They've improved because of all these hard-fought games. That's why they are a favorite to win it all again.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for Atlanta, Young and Bazemore team up in the backcourt. Chris Middleton is out there with John Collins, and it's Zeller in the center position. Tonight featuring backcourts that can absolutely, Steve, light it up. When you were playing, who are some of the toughest guards to defend in the NBA?
Well, Kevin, first you say the Michael Jordans, but the quick guards, because I was a 6'8", kind of methodical, slow guy. I didn't like the Iversons, the Muggsy Bogues, all those guys, they just running around. They were tough.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, I had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Hawks. Now, these teams are tied 1-1 in the season series, and I asked him what the keys were to winning tonight. He said they have to find a way to get around the rim protection they're about to face. He wants his guys to be aggressive, but smart about the shots they take. We'll see if they have listened to him, Kevin.
And David, thank you. What do you think, guys? Smart to center their game plan around the opposing defense?
I kind of feel like you have to. This is an opponent so good at taking away the best weapon on the other side. So you have to be ready to come at them in different ways.
This is always an exhausting opponent to play, so it would be huge for them if some of their bench players could step up and contribute today.
And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
An unforced error. I'm not sure what was he thinking.
Levine with it. A 17-point game for him in the win against Portland. Now done. Back to Levine. Clock at 6. Here's Allen. Banked in off the glass.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
Well, obviously, this was the strategy coming in. Feed him the rock and let him go to work.
In transition, here come the Bulls. Here's the floater, and it's good on the layup. Allen's got 6 points.
You know, that's another good play call. They are shooting 80% to start this game.
Young outside. Zeller with it, and it's Carter picking him up. Zeller finds Young. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
Carter dishes it to Allen, and Young comes over to help. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Chicago with the ball. Dunn looking over the floor. Clock at 6. Kicks it out to Allen. In the corner, it's Levine. Shoots over Bazemore. No good off the back of the rim.
And you see why his reputation is so strong defensively. He allows no separation.
And so many defenses are not designed to take away the mid-range jumper, but he's given nothing away.
Now, here is Young. Zach LaVine unable to get his last shot to go.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Markkanen passes to LaVine. Here's Young. Carter with the block, and he recovers it. Young's shot is off.
Obviously, this has been a tough quarter for him, but he's still trying to keep a positive mindset.
LaVine against Bazemore. And again, Chicago turns it over. Fresh from a win against Portland.
And I know the defense wasn't great, but yet and still, their ability to stay composed was impressive.
When things come too easy, it's easy to lose focus. But they held each other accountable and played hard.
Dunn, wide open, he fires. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And here's Bazemore. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Pass to Collins. Back to Bazemore. Shot's good from Young.
Gets one to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts.
Middleton against Dunn. Kicks it out to Allen. On the wing, Levine. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Here's Allen. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. Allen's got 8 points.
Man, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And Smitty, you had perhaps some of your best seasons while a member of the Atlanta Hawks. What was it like being the face of this franchise during that time?
You know, I was proud to have led this team to so many playoff trips. It was fantastic being an Atlanta Hawk. It was also fun representing this team in the All-Star game. I played with some of the best in the business. Hall of Famer Dikembe Mutombo, All-Star Mookie Blaylock, and I played for a legendary Hall of Fame coach, Lenny Wilkens.
Shots good from Young.
You see the long reach of Bazemore being disruptive, getting them out and running.
Dunn kicks to Carter. Allen passes to Markkanen. Back to Allen. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. And Markkanen with the basket on the assist by Allen. Allen's got his 3rd assist on the night. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They trail by 1. Passes to Zeller. Bazemore against Levine. And Zeller kicks to Middleton. Here's Bazemore. Markkanen pulls it in. Bulls have gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Allen finds Levine. Back to Allen. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
5 of 5 to start. I think he's in a zone.
Done against Young. Pass to Zeller. Knocked loose. Levine passes to Allen. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Shot's good by Middleton.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
The Bulls have gone 8 of 10 shooting, coming out very strong. Shoots from the block. And the shot is long. The Hawks trail it. And now it's Allen running. He can go all the way. And then Allen slams it in.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Even today's game, it's so important to have a high-level talent who can make contested shots.
Yeah, it is. I mean, some of those guys are LeBron James that make shots with guys hanging all over them. Kevin Durant because of his size. Kemba Walker, Damian Lillard. What I love right now is guys are comfortable being able to shoot contested shots. Not like we did back in the day. You would just move it and try to get a better shot.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Marjanovic checked in for Carter. Jabari Parker comes in for Markkanen. Tyreke Evans is checked in for Levine. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Dunn. The Bulls leading by 3. Mudiay looking around. Back to Allen. There's the triple. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. So it's the Hawks now. The Bulls getting the bucket. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
The winners of 6 championship titles, the Chicago Bulls, all in the 1990s, and all with Jordan and Pippen.
Good on the second free throw. Well, the Bulls rebuilt their team a couple times, but then things would unravel.
Yeah, you had the Derrick Rose years. He won league MVP playing for the Bulls. Then you had Jimmy Butler. He gets traded. They continue to search for that championship formula once again.
And guys, how fun is it watching this fella just go to work?
Greg, it's not every point guard who can climb the ladder like he can.
Not at all.
You might look at him and think he can't get up, but he finds a way to consistently surprise the D by rising way above them time after time.
So it's Atlanta now. 6-point game. Prince in the corner. Chandler against Parker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Prince, that's for 2.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Denzel shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And one of the highlights on the season has been their ability to make free throws. How about 82% as a unit?
The free throw dropped for Bazemore. Well, Smitty, you played here in Atlanta for so many years. What are some of your favorite spots or things to do in Atlanta?
Well, I love to eat, and 2 of my favorite places are Busy Bee Cafe. Just love that, and Umi. Then what I love to do is try to get a little exercise. I love to walk Chastain Park. The fans here, the city of Atlanta, I just love it so much we've made it home.
Dunn and Levine are the guard set. And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. And it's Allen in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Trailblazers got the job done. He finished with 38 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
Hey, David, thanks very much. He's one of those players who can do remarkable things on any given night, in any given game. That was a special game he played.
And it wasn't just the performance, guys, but really his preparation. He knew the right way to attack in every situation.
And that was the beauty of it, his ability to read and react to whatever they threw at him.
Levine kicks to Carter. And Allen slams it in.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that
A
dunk?
nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. The Hawks trail by 15. Ball's knocked loose. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. And the pass to Middleton. Down against Bazemore. 6 to shoot. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Shot by Collins, no good.
The defense fortunate there. He's a guy you hate to leave wide open.
Levine kicks to Markkanen. Allen for the 3. Wow, that makes him a perfect 10 for 10. Double-digit perfection.
Extending the lead, this has been a great period for him offensively.
Poke loose and stolen by Dunn. On the wing, Levine. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Levine's got his second basket of the game.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That is his first foul of the game. Atlanta calls timeout. And Smitty, if you had to boil it down to a single play in your career, what was your biggest moment?
Kevin, I'm glad you asked that question. I can also get it out there to everybody in the basketball universe. Game 7, Western Conference Final. Shaq fouled me, and they did not call the foul. Shaq fouled me, Kevin. That play still haunts me. I'm still mad.
Really? After all these years?
Yes, and he still lets me know that he didn't foul me, but we got to run the tape. He fouled me.
Carter dishes to Allen. Here's Levine. Shot clock at 6. Allen passes to Markkanen. No good on the 3. The Hawks trail by 20. Now here's Bazemore. He kicks it to Young. Count that bucket.
And yes, sometimes Young can't be stopped. This is the kind of player he can be.
Dunn right side. Poke loose. Allen up top. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. And that's now 24 points for Allen.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Count it. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. They beat the Hawks during their last encounter in Atlanta.
And the last time these teams met, it was a walk in the park, and everybody got in on the act. Their bench was spectacular in that win.
And you can be sure they will be counting on their reserves to step up again in a big way.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Bazemore on the wing.
Pretty early to be over the limit. That foul situation is something we want to keep an eye on.
And Kent Bazemore came into this league being known as a defender, and that's still his calling card.
Bazemore has incredibly long arms that he bothers shooters with. Comes up with a good amount of steals as well.
Dunn kicks to Levine. Allen inside, defended by Middleton. 2 points, that one goes. Allen's got 26 points.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Middleton outside. Pass to Zeller. And the dunk by Zeller.
You have to credit the pinpoint pass for making that play possible.
The Bulls leading by 19. Passes it to Dunn. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Here's Young. He's coming off a 22-point game against Golden State. Knocked away. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Chicago Bulls. On Wednesday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons. And then on Friday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And for the matchup with the Sixers, this is a game that they are expected to win. But sometimes those are the kind of games where you get a little bit sloppy and start looking ahead. Either way, they'll need to put in tremendous effort to walk away with the victory.
It's stolen by Allen. Dunn outside. Back to Allen. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. 5 on the clock. Unloads from 13. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Explosive off the bounce, especially when he's getting space out of the pick and roll situation.
Young against Dunn. Now here's Bazemore. D right on him. Middleton for 3. Connects from 3-point range. Middleton's got his second bucket tonight.
This is what it means to be a catalyst. His offense helps set the tone for a lot of what they do.
Outside, Levine. To the middle, Allen. Poke loose. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young.
And here's some numbers on Bazemore. How his last 10 games have gone. He's right around 9 points a night, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
You need guys who understand their roles, carry them out without complaint, Everything he does is for the team. You know, and I'll tell you, he's got nothing here in the second quarter after just one made shot in the first.
They get a hand on it, and another turnover here by Chicago. A post-All-Star break look now at how the breakdown between three-pointers and other shots have been for the Hawks.
And they have been feasting from long range, shooting with volume and accuracy. It's been a good recipe for them offensively, and boy, it puts a lot of pressure on opposing defenses to try and cover all that space.
Poked away, and so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. It's getting late in the season. Let's now see the standings out east. A look at Chicago. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time, sitting in first place right now and not looking like they, are going to be slowing down at all. And, of course, Atlanta, not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
And for Chicago, any fears of a regression for them this season have been laid to bed. They're an elite team yet again, and they're poised for a dominant stretch run here.
I can't see them slowing down anytime soon. If anything, I think they'll just get stronger as the playoff gets closer.
Down low, tipped away. Stolen by Middleton. Young outside, and Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot two. So often when a player comes off injury, he's placed on a conservative minutes restriction. Usually it's the trainers that put that, the doctors that will tell the coaches what they can and cannot do. Do you think there's more of that now than when you were playing?
Totally, Kevin. I look back and think about when I played, the injuries you have. Usually coaching staff, trainers, they ask, are you ready to go? I wouldn't say 100%, but are you ready to resume the amount of minutes you played? And you couldn't answer that. They pretty much kept you out. But I think nowadays, like you said, it's more of limiting your minutes, having these minute restrictions, get you ready to play. Definitely more than when I played.
Medical staff has a very large voice in this, and it continues that way.
Yes.
Yeah, you see the killer instinct. He's going for the death blow.
True story. They've got a monster lead that's taking a life of its own.
Young passes to Mobley. 46 seconds left here in the second. Young in the corner. Sinks the three-pointer.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Moutier kicks to Allen. Evans outside. Allen up top, guarded by Prince. Parker right side, shoots. That shot is off.
One could argue that's a good shot, but maybe not the right shooter to take it.
They get the rebound. Mobley the pass to Prince. Lets it go with a three. Hits it from three-point range. Prince has got 6.
I love that focus of Taurean Prince. Hand all in it.
And so it's Chicago with a sizable lead as and with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Really an incredible game from AI.
And let's see what the defense counters with to try and control him here in the second half.
Well, you like to run more doubles at him, but the risk there is opens up things for everybody else.
On the court for Atlanta, Young and Bazemore team up in the backcourt. Zeller is out there with Collins, and it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. Bazemore finds Zeller. It's Young on the wing, guarded by LaVine.
I'll tell you what, despite the miss, he's going to be looking for that same shot again.
Pass to Allen. To the right side. Done against Middleton. Outside, LaVine. The 3. He can't get that one. And Atlanta will come the other way. The pass to Bazemore. Back to Middleton. LaVine against Young. Kicks it to Zeller. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful, and of course, it is a copycat league. It's hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you. Young against Levine. And Young kicks to Middleton. Bazemore with it. 7 points in the game. Pass to Young. But they'll get another chance. Yep, that one goes. That's 7 points for Chris Middleton.
Second chance opportunities. The great equalizer.
Here's Allen. No good that time. Great D that time from Middleton.
Terrible beginning to the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
Over in the corner, Allen. Over Middleton. Almost, but it rolls out.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
Zeller inside, guarded by Levine. Zeller dishes to Middleton. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Continuing to show activity on the offensive glass. Second chance buckets have been huge.
Allen passes to Markkanen. Middleton against Allen. Now Markkanen, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Allen, that's good. Allen's got 32 points in the game.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
And look, you never want to see a team gut you this way. Really a good timeout.
Some of this is just a matter of toughness, a willingness to play physical inside, something we're not seeing.
Valentine's checked in for Allen. Chandler against Parker. The Hawks working the ball around. Here's Mobley. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Just 4 to shoot. To the paint. Prince's shot is good. Prince has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Taurean Prince takes the hit, maintains focus. He's a tough individual.
And looking at Prince's game, you know, he could be the ultimate complementary player. A good shooter, doesn't need a ton of touches, solid enough on defense, and is showing signs of improvement.
And with Prince, his versatility between forward spots also is an asset to the team.
And when I called Prince a complimentary player, I didn't mean it as a slight. Just plays with an approach and style that fits well with any team and any leading scorer. Players like him tend to have a long, productive career in our league.
Here's Mobley. He's got 5. It's Prince on the wing, defended by Allen. Prince misses.
He's being aggressive, trying to turn around the team's fortunes, but he's having a hard time executing.
Mudiay finds Evans, and stolen by Prince. The shot by Chandler, wide open. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Look at the unselfishness by Prince. Doesn't have what he wants, keeps the ball moving.
Here's Allen. Drops in the layup for 2. Allen's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Here's Mobley, defended by Mudiay. Mobley misses.
I'll tell you, he just hasn't been able to get it done on the offensive end. It's kind of dragged down the team.
Allen kicks to Moutier. Back to Allen. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Allen's got 38 points.
It's fine to extend your defense to try and create turnovers, but guys have to help each other.
That's been a problem for them all game. Teamwork is something you just can't turn on and off, and that even things out. He had a 3 early in the first half, now gets 1 in the second.
Moutier kicks to Allen. There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter of the game, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Bulls making a switch here. Dunn's checked in. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Bazemore's checked in. Mobley the pass to Chandler. Prince against Allen. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Shot clock at 3. A nice shot by Mobley.
I love the adjustments he's made here in the second half, getting the looks he wants now and shooting a much higher percentage.
Done outside. The feed to Allen. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Allen's got 40 points.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
The momentum is building, scoring in a bunch of ways. That's why his number keeps getting called.
A nice shot by Zeller.
I'm not sure if he was trying to show off or what, but when you're that open, you got to go straight to the basket. The fadeaway was clearly a bad choice.
And so it's Chicago with a side. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Parker and Markin in the undersized front court. Evans out there with Dunn, and it's Allen in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Mobley misses. The Bulls leading by 16. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And looking at Jabari Parker, 6'8", about 250 pounds. Greg, what's his best position?
You know, I think he has a small forward skill, but with the way the game is changing, you could see him play some power forward as well. And I think his best fit might just be at the 4 because of the mismatch he can create.
Evans finds Allen. Second chance shot. He lays it in. Allen's got 42 in the game.
He just said, hey, put the team on my back, and I'm going to take you the rest of the way.
Here's Mobley. Dunn covering. And stolen by Dunn. Makes it off the glass.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And so Bazemore will bring it up for the Hawks. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Pacers at Pacers Arena in Indianapolis. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Here's Mobley. He's guarded by Markkanen. And a quick look at how Atlanta's schedule shaping up. On Monday, they'll go up against the Pacers in Indiana. And then on Wednesday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the New York Knicks.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Steve, more and more we're seeing NBA players speak out on societal issues. Do you think it's gone too far in any way, or do you think it should go even farther?
No, I think a player should speak up. I think in all, all our four major sports, in any possible way, I think guys should get a chance to weigh in on what they feel individually. Freedom of speech, and I think our players is just like everybody else. You had freedom of speech. You should be allowed to speak up on issues. A nice move, attacking in the paint with confidence.
Dunn kicks to Parker. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Dunn passes to Allen. Over Prince. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Allen's got 44.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Poor timing on that play causes the turnover.
Felicio's checked in for Chicago. Bulls have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Inside, Allen. And Allen slams it in.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
That's what's extending this lead. The right plays, right time, and good finishing.
Shamet, Dunn covering. It's hauled in by Dunn.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. Well, the pace, the big plays they're making, this is a statement run right here.
Hard to remember the last time they've missed. These guys are having fun right now.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Atlanta making a switch here. So it's Atlanta now. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Player podcast, something we're hearing more of, and it's a growing trend. Good idea, or do you think it could get some guys in trouble?
Kevin, well, some guys, it does a good job of helping their brand, and we love to see guys getting a chance to do other things off the court. And then there are some guys who get a little loose, and they reveal some secrets, or they say some things they wish they could take back. So I think it all comes down to the individual. You gotta understand media before you try to jump out and start doing these podcasts.
Well said. And it's blocked. Here's Bembry, defended by Allen. Passes it to Bembry. Spellman buries it from three-point range.
Another triple, and that's been the story of this second half.
Coming out of the break, they've relied on their perimeter offense to generate points. Right now, it's working.
Dunn dishes to Allen. Back to Dunn, and so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And the technical free throw is good.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Emmanuel Moutier's checked in for Dunn. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Chris Middleton's checked in for Kent Bazemore. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Felicio. Over Witt. Offensive rebound. Here's Bembry, defended by Allen. Well, Steve, we've just come out of the first year where we saw legislation from the NBA about resting players. How do you feel about the new rules so far?
You know, I like them. I love that when you start to see these teams that were resting players on national televised games. But I think overall, just resting players. I think our contract says that we play 82 games unless you're injured. And if a guy is injured, you understand. But I love the new rules that was implemented.
I agree. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
That's the modern day NBA. Complain about the call and hope the next one goes your way.
The Bulls making a switch here. Valentine's checked in. Allen inside. Rebounded by the Hawks.
Wow, he had it at point-blank range, but the defense was all over him.
Shamet. Chicago grabs the miss. Allen's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Stolen away. Here's Bembry. Shamet, defended by Moutier. Here's Witt. Hits the three-point bomb.
The defense disrespecting his range. He goes ahead and buries it.
And here's Moutier. Allen, right side. Well, the NBA's had 3 referee crews for quite a while. Steve, do you think adding a 4th ref would help in any way?
No, I think it'll get a little bit crowded on the floor. I would love to see, I know they won't go back, I love the 2 referee situation. I look at it right now, referee A calls a call, referee B calls a call. It just feels like referee C has to make the next call or get up far as even with the other referees. I would love to see them go back to a 2 referee situation.
Here's Bembry. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. That one drops for him.
Serve and the defense there. He makes a terrific read.
Hawks have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Down low, Herter and Allen with the block. Blakeney kicks to Allen. Fades away. Rebound Atlanta.
No one on him. He committed to fading away. Probably could have taken more time with that shot.
Shamet, defended by Moutier. The Hawks working the ball around. Here's Witt. That one wide left. And so Allen will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. That's good from Moutier on the assist by Allen. 6 points for Emmanuel Moutier.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Well, we're always talking now about the modern super teams, whether they're a good thing or they're bad for the game. But the counter is that we've always had super teams at one time or another. Would you agree?
Yeah, I think we've always had super teams, Kevin. You look back at the Lakers with Magic and Kareem and Worthy. Those is kind of like a big 3. And you look at the Celtics back in the day with McHale, Bird, Parrish, those guys. I think right now what you're looking at is we haven't seen where MVPs go join other MVPs. That's where it's been the change right now. Now you're seeing the super teams. That's why I think it's changed.
It's stolen by Moutier. He kicks it to Allen. And the pass to Valentine. Moutier finds Allen. 5 to shoot. And again, no good by Chicago. Atlanta's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. Herter, defended by Allen. Herter, that one, no good. Excellent D there from Allen.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Marjanovic passes to Moutier. Picked away. When it comes to flagrant fouls, do you think the difference, Steve, between flagrant 1 and flagrant 2 is being called correctly for the most part?
I do, Kevin. I think we always have gray areas, and when you start to look at rules, but for the most part, I think they're getting the flagrant 1 and the flagrant 2. I think they're getting it right.
Jabari Parker's checked in for Denzel Valentine. 6 to shoot. For the three, Chandler, and he's good on the three ball.
And a good judge of spacing. Sees he can get it off over the taller man.
This is how he makes his living, making those judgment calls, understanding the opportunity.
Pass to Parker. It's Allen on the wing. To end the cold streak. Again, what an avalanche. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Atlanta's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Here's Mobley, defended by Allen. Mobley the pass to Prince. The shot's good. Prince has got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Bulls.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And these guys have played very well this season, and this win tonight, guys, will push their win column up to 55.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Allen.
There isn't much else you want from someone. He gave it his all and was rewarded with a triple-double.
Chicago's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Moutier dishes to Allen. Passes it to Blakeney. Over Prince. It's deflected.
Taurean Prince saying, not on my watch. Spectacular D.
Mobley misses.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Allen against Prince. To the inside. It's tipped. Pass to Mobley. To the inside. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Not just hanging out on the perimeter, Prince showing his versatility and can challenge you at the rim.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. It was a tale of